What's up, guys, and Happy New Year. This is a quick stimulus update, and we're going to talk a little bit about the stimulus package and the new stimulus checks and stimulus 3.0 that could potentially be coming to your bank account within probably the next 30 to 60 days if we cross our fingers and say a few prayers and they get their you-know-what together in Congress. So lots of things have happened over the last weekend. There's too much to even get into right now, and it would be a 2-hour video if we talked about everything. But what I do want to do is bring to your attention some very important information about this last round of stimulus, the 2.0 version, and talk a little bit about what we can expect going forward and what President-elect Joe Biden is considering and proposing to Congress right now. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to jump right into this. We're going to do a little split screen action. We're going to show you a recent article that just came out. Second stimulus check. IRS urges people to watch mail for these particular envelopes. So we know that there was a lot of information about them screwing up once again, just like they did last time. You'd think after doing it once, they'd have everything under control, but apparently they don't. So the biggest hang up right now was people were going onto the IRS portal if they didn't receive their stimulus, and they were seeing a bank account number that wasn't their number, and they were freaking out and didn't know what was happening. And long story short, what ended up happening is anybody that used a third-party tax provider like a H&R Block or TurboTax or one of those providers, the actual IRS was taking some of that account information from those providers and attaching it to their refund, and the ability for them to get the checks was going directly to the third party, if that makes any sense. So hundreds of thousands and probably millions of dollars were getting funneled to these H&R Blocks and these other places that are these third-party tax, these accountant places. And so what happened was most of them put a stop payment on it, reversed the payment, which actually drew it out a few more days, and it went back to the IRS. And now what the IRS has to do is they have to send paper checks out. So what's happening to these individuals, that if you're experiencing this yourself and you did not get your $600 stimulus plus $600 for your dependents, if you have any, let me know down in the comments as well. Maybe this will answer some of your questions. Likelihood it went to a third party, got reversed, and went back to the IRS is very high. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to cut checks, but it may not be a check that you receive. You may receive a debit card. And so the IRS made a few statements this last weekend saying that they have up until, I believe it is the 15th, to get all of the stimulus rolled out to the American people. So we're going to look at this real quick. So H&R Block TurboTax customers, right? So what's going to happen is they're going to be sending out these stimulus debit cards. So these EIP cards follow the millions of payments already made to the direct deposits and the ongoing mailing of paper checks that are delivered the second round of economic impact payments as rapidly as possible. So they're going to be sending these cards in this plain white envelope, as if they couldn't make it any harder to understand. Last time when they sent out paper checks, they sent them in a plain white envelope, and hundreds of thousands of people ended up just throwing them away accidentally. And so lots of people went dumpster diving. Some people weren't even able to find them, and they lost out on that money. And yeah, I think what happens is eventually they can contact the IRS, verify they didn't get the funds, and then they send it out to them again. But that could be months and months and months before anybody gets it. So I want to just give you a public service announcement about this. They're going to be sending out stimulus debit cards. They're going to be from MetaBank. So when you open up, it's not spam that you're getting. It's not junk mail. Make sure you look through every single envelope that you get in the mail. Look in between the newspapers. Look in between the pamphlets and the postcards that you're getting from the other people, because you may see an envelope that looks like this: Economic Impact Payment Card. Now, don't worry about the security. Obviously, it has to do. You have to be able to activate the card, so it's not like somebody's going to go in your mail, steal the card, and start using it. You have to activate it. You probably have to enter in your last 4 digits of your social and create a PIN, and do some verification on your end. You're probably going to have to call a 1-800 number in order to do that as well. So unless somebody knows your personal information, including your social security, likelihood of them stealing your payment is very, very, very low. Always remember, never give your social security out to anybody on the phone. The IRS will never call you and try to verify your social security over the phone or through email or through internet chat as well. So just make sure you don't fall for any scammers. Scammers are out there in the hundreds, man. They're out there. I get 7 calls a day from people that sound like they're from India or Pakistan, and they're trying to say that they're from the IRS, and there's an alert on my account, and they need to verify information. And so maybe the next time I get a call, what I'll do is I'll troll them a little bit, and maybe we'll record it and we'll put it up here on the YouTube channel. But don't fall for the scams. Don't ever give your Social Security over the phone unless you're the one calling into them and you've verified that they are who they say they are. So again, look for this envelope in the mail. It should be coming out in the next few days. They have until January 15th to roll everything out as stated on the IRS website. Again, you can go and track your payment by going on to the IRS website. There's a Get My Payment tool, which you're going to enter in a little bit of your information there, and then you can find out where your stimulus is, whether they cut you a check or whether direct deposit is coming to your account. You'll be able to find that out. We're going to go into one more headline and talk about Joe Biden. Joe Biden recently came out on Friday, and he said he's pushing for another round of $2,000 stimulus payments. Now, you would think after he, has more say in Congress because the Democrats took over the House, or they retained their leadership in the House, and now they have they're the leading in the Senate as well. And on top of all that, they took over Georgia, which was a key state as well. They took 2 positions that were already Republican. Now they are Democratic run. And so he's facing a little bit of opposition from his own party. There's a few Democrats out there that are potentially going to make it hard for Joe Biden to get some more stimulus out. So Joe Biden, president-elect, on Friday called for increasing the recent stimulus payment to $2,000. Now, what's going to happen is you're not necessarily going to get another $2,000. It may be an amendment to the current bill. So you may only get, $1,400 extra. Hey, but that's better than nothing, right? So what it's going to do, it's going to be the $600 plus the $1,400 is going to equal the $2,000. So that's what a lot of people are saying right now. Very small chance we may get an actual $2,000 check. It's still kind of possible, I guess, but it's more likely that it's going to be a $1,400 check. And I believe what they're going to do is they're going to keep it dependence on $600 as well. But again, that could change within a day or two. Who's to say? I mean, these things are absolutely insane, the amount of speed and veracity that they do change. So Senator Joe Manchin, who is a Democrat, told the Washington Post that he's not necessarily in favor. He said he is in favor of stimulating the economy. He says, hell yeah, I'm for it, quote unquote. He told the newspaper basically right now, the highest priority is to get people vaccinated. So his main focus is to get people vaccinated. He wants money that was already allocated to these different states to be put into this vaccine program to get people vaccinated as soon as possible. And so that's kind of where his focus is. He says he doesn't want money just going to people that don't need it, right? If you already have a job, if you're not, in financial stress or dire need of it, he said he doesn't want that extra stimulus going to them. He would rather it go to the people that actually need it. Now that brings up a whole other problem, because I don't believe the IRS has the capability of deciphering who needs it, who doesn't need it, because there are people out there that may have jobs, but they may still need it because they've been impacted due to the pandemic and other reasons. Maybe a wife lost a job, or maybe the kids have to stay home and now they have to have a sitter or a nanny. I mean, there's so many different variables. You'll never, ever, ever be able to pinpoint exactly who needs it and exactly who doesn't need it. So that's why they've done just this blanket stimulus check going out to everybody, all tax-paying Americans, which I think is the right thing to do. Because ultimately what this money is, it's meant to boost the economy. It's not meant to go to a couple or go to an individual and them just stick it in their pocket and pocket it. Some people may do that, may put in your savings or in an investment or buy a life insurance policy, which is a very good idea. But most people, what they do is they'll go out and spend it on a new TV, or go out and take the kids out to eat, or buy toys that they weren't able to buy for Christmas, or take a short vacation or a staycation in their local town. whatever they do, that's considered stimulating the economy because you're getting the money in and you're just the middleman. It's coming right out of your pockets and going right back into the economy. And so that's kind of the plan. That's the whole reason for this economic impact payment, is to stimulate the economy. It's to come to the American people in order for them to go back out and spend that money. So that's the whole kind of the reason for this. And so a lot of people are in favor of an extra $2,000 because they know it's going to just come here and then it's going to go right back out into the economy. That was one of President Trump's biggest arguments, is that we're going to see it back. It's going to come back and it's going to come back into the economy. I love you too, baby. It's going to go back into the economy. And so, hopefully we'll see an extra stimulus of $1,200 or $2,000. $1,400 or a $2,000 stimulus check come back into our pockets. That would be amazing for a lot of people that are in dire need of it. So that's your quick stimulus update for January 10th. Where's my head? I'm still all messed up because of how fast we came up to Christmas, and then right out of the gate, chaos broke out in the beginning of January. We're only 10 days into January, and can you imagine all the stuff that took place? We'll do a few more videos over the course of the next couple days, updating you on what's going on in our country and what's going on as far as, where is Donald Trump? Who is he with? What's he doing? What's he up to? Why he got banned from all these different social media accounts. And man, that's tons of videos that we can do out of that information as well. But I appreciate you guys. You're going to see somewhere on these screens some video suggestions pop up. Make sure you go ahead and click on them so you can check out some other videos that we do. We help you out with side hustle videos, ways to make extra money, and how to become a better you. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being a part of this community and supporting us. Check us out on TikTok, about 280,000 followers on there. We're also on Instagram as well. And so more videos to come. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. God bless. Appreciate you.